One even strips after it's going to let's see. Right here.
Boom basket.
Then strips. Then get
Okay, let's see what we got here. Presents.
Whoa. 10-1.
Six 16.
Now, red is person on. Red goes and you're not supposed to be over. You're not supposed to be over the line. We're going to line, and guess what? Fine. Fine. They'll go in and block, keep that mic. 11-1. Next time. Stay right there. I think it's working.
7 minutes and 43 seconds left before we start the run on. So yesterday we had 40 million SHIB reduced in the circulating supply. Dead end wallets. No price reflection whatsoever in that amount that was reduced. That's awesome. Okay, so we are 6 minutes away from starting the raffle. Ooh, okay.
In here, you gotta stay safe. Oh, I'm gonna drop this. What is it? 12, 3. It's Saturday. There, please.
1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 20 seconds.
I think what it is, but like, two people have like one got one about closing thing. One drop him in the ball. Then white is off. Take him to my arm. You do use up.
Five, four, three, two, one. Blast off. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of SHIB Worldwide Raffle. Woo! And to kick this raffle off with a bang, I'd like to inform everybody that thank you for coming and showing up and taking part in this amazing, amazing stream of good fellow Goodfellows. And a big shout out to Rowena Purgis and Wena Purgis. Thank you so much for coming. Big wave. Hey! Thanks for showing up. And thank you, everyone, for taking part in this raffle. Make it the best raffle in the world. The only raffle that's coast to coast to coast to coast. And that is awesome. Everybody in Africa, big shout out. Yay! Everybody in India, yay! Big shout out to UK. Big shout out to Mediterranean. Big shout out to Italy. Big shout out to Russia. Big shout out to Zelensky in Ukraine. Big shout out to Poland. Thank you for coming. Thanks for being part of the development of the SHIB broadcasting network throughout the entire world. Thank you for coming, and thank you so much for buying SHIB. Everybody, we all want to be rewarded. Everybody wants to make money. Every single person on the planet wants to make money. The only thing is we got to get out there and make sure everybody gets well known and heard. Okay, so big shout out to Mexico, big shout out to Peru, big shout out to Colombia, Venezuela, all the small inline coast, Uganda, Madagascar, big shout out to South Africa, big shout out to Ivory Coast, big shout out to the Philippines. I think I've said the Philippines, Japan, China, big shout out. Everybody needs to be part of this huge event that can possibly make us millionaires overnight. Now, how's that possible? Well, bringing people in from all over the world. So if you're in China, if you're in India, if you're in Uruguay, Kenya, Vietnam, big shout out to you. Huge shout out to Egypt, everybody in Egypt that's helping with the support of the people in Gaza. In Israel, big shout out to Israel. As part of the whole organization, I know that whatever you're going through over there is in hard times and everything, but money rebuilds lives and saves lives. So that's what the SHIB 50/50 raffle is all about. It's building lives, increasing those bridges, right? We don't want to tear down bridges. We want to increase bridges. We want to make sure everybody gets heard, everybody gets visualized on a set path. And that path is to wealth. Now, Your in is different from my in. Your out is different from my out. But everybody has a different path. Everybody wants a certain amount of money that inflows. Now, with SHIB is different animal. Okay, it's reducing its circulating supply. This raffle that was supposed to take part today, won't take part today. We didn't sell 21,000 tickets. We have to at least sell 21,000 tickets worldwide. It doesn't seem like very much, but with only 1.4 million wallet holders, it's a little touch and go. It's a little I give, you give, everybody gives, right? But if everybody started paying attention to what's going on, the banking sector and the exchanges would have to deal with you individually to buy and sell SHIB. Now, they will buy it all eventually, and they will own controlling interest of it. They have the money to back them in it. I'm sorry, we just don't have that kind of funds available to us. And they can borrow those funds based on the amount that's in their exchanges. So it's easier for them to get in and get out than it is for us. And they're not going to get out. They're going to buy it and wait for you to buy it from them at a price that they want you to buy it in at. Every exchange in the world is going to do the exact same thing. Every banking sector is going to do the exact same thing, except banks are going to seize your assets. That's a fact. They don't want you to succeed. It's not that they don't want you to succeed. They want to succeed. So in order to do so, they have to increase the amount that they're holding. That's just fundamentals, guys. There's just not enough supply for everybody in the world. Like, I know 589 trillion seems like a lot, but when you're talking about top 40 wallet holders, and who are those top 40 wallet holders? Okay, you have India in there, top 40 wallet holders. You have Binance. You see what I'm saying? You have Binance. You already have BlackRock. You already have Crypto.com, Robinhood, BlackRock. They're the same. Okay, so HTX is starting to get in, so they're starting to buy in. They're starting to realize that if they sell it to their clients in their countries that they support, they can actually make a profit, and they can also reduce the circulating supply of SHIB on when they sell it back. So they buy it from their exchanges, they sell it back to you, and then they can take a little bit of profit that they made off of it and then reduce the supply of SHIB. Every time they do that, increases the value of SHIB. And every single, I'm sorry, but this is why it's so important to get educated in SHIB as soon as you can. As soon as they do this, it reduces the supply. So when it reduces the supply, increases the wealth that's generated through lower supply, higher demand. Everybody wants to make money. You want to make money, everybody wants to make money. So you have an inflow of all these different exchanges that are doing the exact same thing. So the adoption is that if they reduce the circulating supply, increases their wealth. And are they using their money? No, they're using your money. They're buying it first at a lower price and then selling it to you at a higher price. And when they sell it to you at a higher price, they're taking a small percentage of that smaller price, and then they'll put towards burning SHIB. And they'll do that every single transaction. So they know that they're going to get 5 or 6 million transactions every day on their exchange. That's a lot of money in small increments. It's 1%, 2% of their total profit. Some will do 5% because they'll realize that the faster they can get it under a certain amount, the faster it can burn at that rate. For instance, for me, if a ticket is 39,000 SHIBs, there's less supply. Now, if it's 34,000 SHIBs, there's more supply than it was at 39,000 SHIBs. And it's at a higher price, right? The 34 is at a higher price than it was at 39,000 SHIBs. Exactly. So the lower it goes, the more we can burn. But the attraction isn't there, right? Oh, it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. So I'll buy in a lower rate. You guys don't understand the concept that, yeah, you can take that chance, but you're talking about banking. You're talking about exchanges. They're going to buy it all from you, and they're going to pay little to nothing, and they're going to charge you 10x from where it's at, and then they get the reduced SHIB. So there's less supply for you, and it drives you to buy at a higher price. They already own 20 to 30 trillion SHIBs. They have no problem selling it to you for 10 times their money. No problem at all. And are they going to buy more? No, they're going to wait for it to reduce. See, the whole thing is that they're waiting for the reduction because that will drive the demand up. So every time it goes, it does this little, and then there's a burn. Okay, then it goes down a little bit, then back up a little bit over the burn rate, because people, the psychology is they don't understand reduction in supply. When you go and buy a Corvette, how many Corvettes did they make that year? They made 40,000. Okay, they made 40,000 Corvettes. That's a lot of Corvettes. Yeah. So that's 40,000 people who can buy a Corvette for this year. Yes. Well, what happens when there's only 10 left? There's 10 Corvettes left on the lots. How much do they go for? Well, there's usually a backlog. Yes, exactly. There's a backlog. But if you want that Corvette, it's the price is the price. So the MSRP on it is $85,000. And how come they're asking $100,000? Supply and demand is what they'll tell you. Supply and demand. So what happens with SHIB? Same concept. SHIB is extremely cheap right now. Is extraordinarily cheap right now. People don't understand that concept. They sold off too much. It drove the price down too much. Now eventually going to catch up a little bit, and then they're going to try and sell off. Okay, but if the SHIB Raffle takes over, we're going to burn it and bring people in. Burn it and bring people in. Burn it and bring people in. The more that we got coming in, the 21,000 every single day, or we make more. Like I'm predicting that we're going to sell over 1 million tickets a day on average. Over 1 million tickets a day. When we do that, you're going to see astronomical burns. Okay? Because you go, okay, well, 34,000 times 1 million tickets. Not 1 billion tickets, 1 million tickets. If we sold 1 billion tickets right now, I would have to shut down, guys. I'm sorry. I'm one guy. I got to hire a crew to facilitate the amount that would have to be done. Now, how long would it be shut down for? I don't know. I would do. Remember that everybody gets paid, right? So you'd be getting paid. So what happens is, as soon as we have a winner for the first million, you get paid. As soon as we have another winner for the next, you get paid. So that would be quick. Within a couple of hours, we'd have about 10 winners, right? Until we get to 1 billion. And then we're going to be burning 500 million SHIB, right? 500 million tickets worth of SHIB. That's a lot of SHIB to be reduced. Okay, that will happen at the end of when everybody gets their money. Remember, everybody's got to be happy with the draw. And the draws are done on a third-party generator. And I don't want to get into names because there's like 17 or 18 of them out there that I can possibly use, and each one will probably be a little different. When I first start off, when I get established and find out which one's better for us, that's going to accommodate us as a group, that's the one I'm going to use most often. Usually those cost money, though. If you want to continue using them, they give you like a 30-day, 14-day trial period. And then if you like it, then we can use those all the time. But they got to be able to accommodate 17 billion ticket sales. Now, if we sell 17 billion, have one guess what's going to happen the next day. There's no supply. Okay? There is zero supply. So everybody's going to wait 7 days before they can sell their SHIB. Okay? Even me, we don't get paid for 5 or 6 days. Okay? 1 week. We get paid weekly. Only because it's administration. I got advertising. I got upkeep. I got keep the bills up. And this is all 24 hours. Remember that, right? Once it gets started, it's going to be all the time. My credentials, I'm electronic technologist. I work for Alberta Gaming, I work for Alberta Gaming right now. So I have a little bit of knowledge into rules and regulations when it comes to gaming. And that's why the rules and conditions are posted, and that's why you have to read them in order to take part in the raffle. Uh, the generator that we have right now, I don't have a set generator. Like I said, there's between 17 and 18 different generators that are out there right now, and some of them you have to pay for them right away. Some have that 14-day to 30-day trial period, and those are the ones that I'll be looking at going into and getting out, going in, getting out, going in, getting out. And the only reason why that is because I don't want the affiliation, right? That's the number one part of the game, is which one can accommodate us as a group, like the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle family, our army, or community. Which one can ever accommodate what we need to succeed, right? That's the one we're going to shoot for. That's one we're going to go after. And that's just standard, right? The picking order is all determined by random, the random generator. We'll do one the first 4 million. We'll do 1 million. Like we'll do that for that 1 million pounds. That'll be the first draw, then the second draw, then the third draw. So if you bought all your tickets in the first draw and you're not part of the second draw, I would have said to you, I would wait until you see the numbers coming in, and then you can pick your spots. Okay. Once the numbers start coming in, you can deter it a little better, right? So, okay, I bought $20 worth of SHIB, or I bought I don't know, 100 SHIB, 100 tickets. I bought 100 tickets. Okay, how much that cost me? Well, let's go here. That's a good question, actually. We can go on. Where are we? Let's go on down. Let's go on down. Okay, if you look closely, there's 414 for 670. That means there's more people coming into SHIB. So the message is getting out there. Okay, let's go look at 100. It's going to cost you 50 pounds to buy 100 SHIB. Not bad. But I don't want to spend that because I want to spread it out for the next draw and the next draw and the next draw. Okay, well then you're going down to 20s, right? 20 tickets. Go to 20 tickets, and it's going to cost you 10 pounds. So then you can spread that out. You see what I'm saying? Like you wait for it and then see if there's more people coming in. Oh, there's more people. There's more people buying. More people buying SHIB raffle tickets. More and more people buying SHIB raffle tickets to take part in this raffle. There's two benefits to the raffle. And the first one is the winner takes home 50% of the proceeds up until it gets to 4,100,000, something like that. So when he gets 1 million pounds worth of SHIB. Now he doesn't get pounds. You get it in SHIB. Okay, guys, you get it in SHIB. So whatever the value of that currency at that time of the sale, this is why I can't really talk to everybody and find out. But yeah, you get the hint that each time you buy into a raffle, the raffle's held. But then this raffle, if we sell 21,000, if it's 21,500, 21,600, it doesn't matter. If it's 21,600, 21,100, 21,001, there's a raffle. Okay? The whole idea is to build awareness for the SHIB community and for everybody that's in SHIB, because not a lot of people understand the economics behind SHIB. Like I said before in other previous videos, the raffle is all about building this community of us together. But the whole purpose of the raffle is to drive people into SHIB so they can understand that they need to get into SHIB because it's reducing its circulating supply, which means not everybody is going to be able to get in. When you have top 40 wall holders holding 55% of SHIB, you can just imagine what their out is. Oh, it's only at 3x from here or 2x from here, and they're set. They have close to $1,800,000 worth. Every time they sell it, they take the chance no one's going to find out about it. Every time traders trade it, they're taking the chance that nobody is going to find out about SHIB, and they're hoping nobody finds out about SHIB. What do you mean the numbers keep going up? What do you mean people keep buying into SHIB? No. That's not what we want. As a trader, that is not what you want. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to see it. You don't want to even be part of it, because that means that you're going to have a harder time selling it and getting back in. That's exactly what that means, because there's less supply, higher demand. So if you have higher demand for something and you have the supply is going down, you're starting to see the benefits of SHIB. Exactly. You're just starting to touch this. You're just starting to scratch the surface of it. You don't understand it because you don't understand the concepts of it. If you more and more people come into it, which makes us happy as holders. Okay, those that are waiting and patiently waiting for SHIB, we have the wisdom, the knowledge to let us know that this is not going to last at these prices. Eventually, there is going to be an uprising where everybody's going to want to get in, and they're going to start leveraging against the debt. And once that happens, SHIB is going to go ballistic, because every time there's a rise in debt from the globalized debt, there's an increase in the price of SHIB to counteract that deficit against the world currency. So what's happening right now is nobody knows about it, so it's going under the radar. It's sliding under the radar. Well, it won't slide under the radar for long. When people start realizing, hey, wait a second, SHIB is reducing. What's going to start happening? They're going to leverage SHIB against the world classification of debt so that it balances each other out. But the problem is that the debt is going up so fast, almost $1 billion every 7 seconds. $1 million every 5 seconds. It's going up. The debt ceiling is going up every 5 seconds. Imagine that, every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, SHIB's reducing its circulating supply to offset the debt. That hasn't happened yet, but it will happen. And it will be astronomical. And if you're not in SHIB, you won't understand what's going on. You'll see the banking sector take control of SHIB to reduce the debt load that people have taken on throughout the world, so that they can offset, and there'll be a centralized banking system set around SHIB so that they can pay down the deficit. Hey, I'll help you out. I'll do this thing. I'll borrow your money. I'll reduce your debt load. I will wager it against SHIB, and then whenever they pay it back, whoever pays it back at a lower interest rate, that rate will be used to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB. That's the underlying valuation. Once that happens, it's lights out for SHIB, because SHIB will be gone. It won't be $10. It won't be $20. It'll be competing with Bitcoin and gold. And it'll surpass gold in less than 5 years, because you can leverage it and you can spend it anywhere in the world, but you don't spend it at all. All you do is you borrow against it, because people will be willing to lend you money based on it from countries, from organizations, from big establishments. You can lend them money now, and then you can reduce SHIB circulating supply without even touching your money. So then you're gaining every month X amount of dollars in SHIB as you're reducing the circulating supply. And then you're having multiple factors doing the exact same thing. Reducing its circulating supply increases the wealth that you have. And it's not even your money. You holding the SHIB, and then you're watching everybody else around you reduce it for you. Again, I'm sorry that I have to cut this short, but I just wanted to touch base on that little simple fact of how things are. There's like 7 or 8 different scenarios. I think there's 12 different scenarios. We're the last. The SHIB Raffle is the last. We are the ones that are going to make a huge dent in the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. But I need everybody in the world to start fixating themselves and manifesting themselves, understanding what SHIB is. And as soon as you do that, you'll tell everybody. You'll tell your neighbors. You'll tell everybody about SHIB. There won't be a single person that you leave out. Everybody will understand what that means for the whole community, the whole wide world in finance. That you'll have enormous wealth and growth and earnings through the development of the community. And that's all it is just a development. 50 million, 60 million, 70 million, 80 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 1 billion, 2 billion people buying into SHIB because it'll drive up wealth. And they can see the benefits of it. It'll happen quick once it does catch on. Now, the raffle hasn't caught on to very many people, not very many at all, actually. Haven't sold any tickets in the last 72 hours. More than that, 96 hours. I haven't sold any raffle tickets. So it hasn't caught on yet, but it will. It will eventually explode. And people don't understand that, and I wish they would highlight the real and watch these videos and understand what this means to them and what this will mean for the world as they advance in AI. Because AI will do everything a million times faster than what we can do it. And when they program a systematic development on the global debt versus SHIB, they're going to see massive benefits in it. And they're going to be able to do these transactions in microseconds. And when they're able to do those in microseconds, they're able to wipe out SHIB around 30 million SHIB every second being thrown into the furnace from every country in the world. And why would they do that? Well, it increases their wealth, growth, and earnings all at the same time. And they get to write all the transactions off against their loss. So it's a corporate loss. They didn't use their money. They used your money. That's the whole trick of it. That's why when you buy SHIB, you make sure that this is what you want. But remember on the bottom of the screen where it says, this is not financial advice, okay? You can't get an advisor. There's all kinds of analysts out there that say they cover SHIB. They don't cover SHIB. Nobody covers SHIB because SHIB is under a cent. Anything under a penny is worthless, okay? It's pink sheets. It's pink sheet time. That means it's not, theoretically, it doesn't hold water, okay? But when you're talking about something that's reducing its circulating supply and there's no chance of replenishing that supply, you're talking about a fantastic opportunity to make enormous wealth within it. Trying to go to my Google account. I'm trying to go in here. Let me see. Do I have any comments? No comments. So I want to say big shout out. Massive shout out to everyone. Let's see. Channel. All right. Hello, Peggy Sue. Goodbye. Hello, Pegasus, goodbye. Okay. I just want to touch base and see what was going on the other side of the coin. So at the bottom of the screen, if you're on YouTube, massive shadow. Massive shadow to everyone. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, every single person on the planet. Thank you for allowing me to take part in your living room, downstairs, bathroom, den, wherever I may be. No, I'm not the Lord of the dance that he. No, that is not what I'm getting at here. So you might think I'm mad about starting a raffle because it's only got 1.4 million wallet holders. I mean, there's raffles that happen in and around our country all the time. Some of those raffles get to be, 15, 16 million dollars. A lot of them are around the 500 to $700,000 range. That's usually the average. Every once in a while, you have a blowout where they waited 5 or 6 days or a week before they host a raffle. And sometimes during the playoffs, you can really raise, $4 or $5 million, $6 million, $7 million every single day that they have a raffle. That's awesome. It's that's awesome. I'm talking about a worldwide event, and there's not reducing anything. It goes to the Boys and Girls Club of their in their province. It goes towards certain benefits for certain groups like hockey, badminton, nonprofit organizations. Every once in a while they'll host these things, but majority of them are getting into they're getting a little greedy, and they're putting it on their organizations to start making the money. When they do that, it really reflects in the price that they're able to get it. Because before, when they were giving it away to like 16 or 17 different charities, they would actually sell 5 or 6, 20 million tickets easily, right? And the winner gets 12 million, 10 million, 5 million, $6 million for the proceeds from the 50-50 raffle. We, on the other hand, we get paid in SHIB. Everything is directly proportional to what we do here. It's you take part in a raffle, you help burning the current supply of SHIB. So every time we burn a certain amount, we're adding value to SHIB. So if we were to print money, okay, your economics, right, at 101, you're printing money, you're devaluating your currency. The more you print, the more you devalue. So if you are printing more than you're making, that's called a deficit. Okay? So what happens when you print more than you possibly can earn? Well, that means that you are devaluating your dollar less than what the supply holds true in its value. Well, SHIB is reducing its circulating supply, so it's adding value every single day. So the more they reduce, the more it adds. But you're not seeing it reflect in the price. Just like you're not seeing your dollar reflecting its price in your country because you haven't used it outside your country. But as soon as you go and take that dollar, use it outside your country, then you get to see just how devalued your dollar actually is. So if I go to Europe and I'm going, hey, wait a second, to buy that car in Europe is going to cost me X amount of my dollars. Why is that? Well, because you're printing it faster than you making it. Oh, that's a bad That's an extremely bad thing. It's devaluating your dollar. But in my country, but your country, they have tariffs to protect their wealth. But the problem is the money that you're buying, like from China or from India, your dollar is getting devalued, and their dollar is gaining in value because they have less debt than you do. Oh, okay. And eventually, you're not going to be able to service that debt because your debt is the amount of money that's out there is way more than what you're taking in. So what's going to happen is the creditors are going to start knocking you down. So you went from a AAA down to a AA, down to a single A, and then you're a third world country once that is determined, because now your creditors want your money back because they owe money. So then everybody is in that same grouping. But if your debt load is way too high, that's an unserviceable amount of debt. You have to gain some way to regain that money back from institutions that you lent that out to. They're not going to pay you back because they don't owe you that money. Well, you're going to find a way to get them to pay it, because if you don't, then it's going to cause a ripple effect. And you'll have to try and make the world worse than what you are, so that you can have some leverage left in the game. So why is SHIB important? Well, SHIB is reducing its circulating supply, increasing its wealth every single day. But it's not doing it at the fact of the world debt clock. The world debt clock is climbing, like I said, 1 million every 5 seconds. Like, think about that. That's ridiculous. And it's not going down, it's going up. So you're going to see it's going to be 3 seconds, 1 million, 2 seconds, 1 million. Every second is going to be worse than the previous seconds. So what's going to happen? Well, you're going to have to do something to fix it. Otherwise, we're going to have a massive reset. And that massive reset could come at a huge cost to countries that owe so much debt that they're not going to be looked upon as anywhere close to being stable and able to take on the debt load of the world, or to take on the new currency of the world. So what currency is it going to be? Is it going to be gold, Bitcoin, SHIB, Ethereum? What's going to be there? Well, you're going to look at coins or look at currency that isn't minting anymore. And there's only two. BTC, which is still minting, and SHIB, which is removing circulating supply. That's it. And SHIB is extremely cheap and affordable to everyone in the world right now. But that won't last. It will not last, and it won't take very long before people start realizing just how valuable SHIB actually is and how it can be used. And I'm only touching on a few little things. So if you're interested in what I have to say, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me how much you love this channel, and we'll start making things happen as a group. Grouping. We're going to group everybody together. So we have some grouping going on over here and some grouping going on over there. And hopefully we can get everybody up and talking and get your translators out. I like to get the whole world light up like a Christmas tree. And we'll start bringing people in from everywhere. And God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves everyone. Just remember that. Jesus loves you all. Live long and prosper, everyone. And from me to you, it's time to call this a day. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.